charges on. We've got Game 5 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight, it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Detroit Pistons. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Pacers coming into play. They've been the better team thus far, no question about it. Now they have a chance to advance if they can wrap things up here at home in Game 5.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball. Expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
To Turner. You've got to get that one to go. The possession in favor of Detroit. Griffin to Drummond. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Blake Griffin picked up by T.J. Warren. Great dish to set it up. Luke Kennard slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Here comes the screen. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Curling inside, Miles Turner sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Rose. Miles Turner with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner missed his first. That one goes.
It's so difficult to block length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Pistons have it. The drive, right to the basket, straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Turner. Richardson to Drummond. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Wide open look won't go. Richardson to Griffin. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Brogdon. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
Defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
The big fella, Andre Drummond, looking good, 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
He throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Rose. Short jumper won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Brogdon to Turner. Andre Drummond rejects it. That approach, that's what you want to see. Nice save. They get it back. 2 to shoot. Turner gets a look. Can't hit.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early fact.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Pacers with the possession. Whoa! What a finish!
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Kennard to Griffin. Won't go. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Turner. Down to 5 on the 24. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Pistons ball here. Driving right to the basket. Throws on the drive, but it won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Turner, working it outside. Pass stolen by Detroit. Richardson to the rim. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. It's Detroit's ball. Jackson. Down low for Jackson. Pacers secure the rebound. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Rose into the front court. The lead is 2. Derrick Rose slams it down. They have set the tone.
I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Turner. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Derrick Rose, 2 of 4 now.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Andre Drummond at the line. And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Got it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Reggie Jackson. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Stolen by Detroit. Cleans the offensive glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The drive right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Drummond. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Driving right to the basket. Trying to cash in. Sabonis can't connect. To Drummond. Knocked loose. Drummond. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. There's the three. Swallowed up by Drummond. Jackson with it. They lead it. 4-point game. To Drummond. Pacers come up with it. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Knocked loose. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Pacers control. Surveys the floor. Defense making the ball handler work. Andre Drummond. Huge block. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Jackson with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Not bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Here comes the screen. To the outside. Pass stolen by Detroit. To Jackson. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you set the momentum for the second.
Andre Drummond snatching it out of the air. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
It was great to watch, and both teams were on fire. But, Ed, let me bring you inside one of the huddles. These teams are fiery. I heard one player say, we got to draw a line. We got to fight. We got to continue to compete. Get up in somebody's face. The effort will be there in the second quarter.
Around the perimeter. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't get the bounce. The drive, right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. And stuffs it home.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Pacers have it. Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Luke Kennard. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
LeVert in a matchup with Jackson. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to.
Team is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
To Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard slams it down.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
To Turner. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
By the Pistons. New blood coming in for both sides. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Pistons have it. Jackson to Griffin. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
McDermott guarded by Josh Jackson. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Here's Jackson. Oh, I thought that was a dunk. Easy.
Not too many times you see a poster for the defender, but that was brilliant.
from long range. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And I don't know why the defense make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Jackson. Oh!
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Turner. For three. Not that time. He misses. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Josh Jackson has got 2 shots coming. His career mark right now sits at 63%. First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Turner. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Rose. Derrick Rose. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Rose into the front court. 2-point advantage. Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Here comes the screen. Reed, guarded by Derrick Rose. Finish that. To Drummond. Nice finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. For three. Can't connect. It's no good. To Rose. Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Nothing going here on that drive. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. Time to shuffle things up. Rose into the front court. Up by 6. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. From the outside, no good. Rose into the front court. Up 6. Griffin to Rose. Down to Griffin. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Rose, defended by Reed. Down the lane. The shot won't fall. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Fires the 3. Rebound pulled in by the Pistons. Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Count the basket inside.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Blake Griffin with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And Griffin, the rebound. The possession in favor of Detroit. Knocked loose. Oh, emphatic slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Has a look. Rose's shot no good. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket. Oh, he had him there for a second. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Here comes the screen. Blake Griffin pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Rose. Kennard. To Griffin. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Andre Drummond swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality. The game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2. Andre Drummond. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first. Missed the second as well. Short jumper misses. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Pistons have the lead, but not by much. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons. The Pacers are within striking distance at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Here comes the screen. Rose to Drummond. And a throwdown.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Indiana with the basketball. Cashes in for two.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and you can get it any way you want it.
That's out. Last touch by Domantas Sabonis. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Knocked loose. Scooped up. Going the other way. Another chance. Five to shoot for Indiana. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Rose into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Rose to Luke Kennard. Knocked loose. Lays it up and in.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Brogdon. Second effort. Works it up top. Warren against the former MVP. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D. Drummond. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Turner. Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. Brogdon. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound Drummond. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Slam dunk. Malcolm Brogdon.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Luke Kennard. Fires the three. Luke Kennard bothered just enough on that one. To Turner. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Turner able to recover with the block. Fourth this contest. Griffin. Richardson picked up by T.J. Warren. Trying to cash in. Josh Richardson. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot.
A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And the nice finish at the rim.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you what I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Has a look. Sabonis can't connect. Oh, had him going there for a second. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Pass stolen by Detroit. To Reggie Jackson. T.J. Warren tips it. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. It's Indiana basketball. Here comes the screen. Another chance. Turner. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second, 0 for 2. Jackson with it, leads one. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. And finishes strong.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And the finish, slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
To Jackson. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Pistons ball here. Richardson. To Reggie Jackson. Driving right to the basket. Reggie Jackson not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Richardson to Jackson. Pacers have it. Looking for his man. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.